How cool would that look?
As I told them, I want tip-top condition, the car from factory.
This is scrap. This is scrap.
Feels like I'm cursed with this car.
Guys, you can't believe how much I waited for this day.
I found the door, but it's silver. Oop, nearly. Rubbish.
I've been counting down the days to get out. I've been looking for a way from this town. And you're too far away to help me now. So I'm counting down the days to get out. 'Cause I need to learn to forget everything that drags me down. I need to forget everything inside me now. Full speed ahead.
Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel of B12 5.7 restoration. If you're new to the channel, there is 8 parts to watch because this is a long-term project. First of all, for those the ones who are actually watching from very beginning and seen the previous episode, I want to thank a lot, bottom of my heart, for the donation regarding to the engine, because as you saw, we had a bit of a drama. Turned out the original engine been swapped 15 years ago, and it's not going to be the same car with the original engine, or at least the actual 5.7, but thanks to you guys, it will happen and it's already in process. I just can't thank enough for the guys who actually donated, commented, and literally done as much as they could for the project itself, because as I said, if I would knew back then whatever I bought, I probably wouldn't buy it in the first place, but it is what it is. As you can see at the back of me, it's a completely bare shell. Now finally solid shell because it's been rusted out. But in this episode we will finally send it to the body shop, because, well, we're gonna put all the body panels back together. We're gonna pick and choose the best ones. That's why all the parts car are sitting in one corner, getting ready to rip out all the best parts to go in this. That means the bonnet, wings, doors, all the bumpers, you name it, whatever needs the spraying, that's going to be on this car, and we're gonna send it straight to the body shop. And obviously they're going to deal whatever needs final touches and spraying and rust treating or whatever. And then we can focus on the suspension, and I just keep buying parts and gonna do the engine. But the engine's probably gonna start to build up probably next year or so, in 2022. Currently gathering around the parts. I've already sent the heads for refab. They're already finished, so now I need to prep all the parts for the bottom end, and then everything can be assembled and we can make basically from 2 engine the 5.7. But we'll come back to it. And again, I want to thank everyone who donated, because in the beginning I thought it's gonna be maybe just a couple quid here or there, because generally it turned out massive and expensive project. I genuinely didn't thought it's gonna go that way, but it is what it is. And yeah, I was literally so surprised. People, I was like checking here and there, like, and we raised over £1,000. Yes, I mean, it's not covering the whole bill, but it's massive sort of a like help to move forwards. And I like your comments where you said keep walking, you're gonna get there, it's gonna be worth it. Yes, it's gonna be worth it. It's a long way to go, and I genuinely can't wait myself to finish this off. Also, on previous episode I created Patreon account, and we also want to thank the guys who already signed up and obviously supporting channel that way, so we can basically work full-time on the projects and obviously bring more content to you, and in the same time help you guys whatever basically whatever you need regards to your vehicles. Because I'm trying to, if you got any questions regards to your vehicles, I'll try my best to answer same way as you are helping me basically. And if you're new to the channel, or if you're new to the what we do. We basically restore some BMWs, we work on BMWs, we do everything around the cars, and that's what we love. And it's slowly expanding, but slowly we're getting there. Anyway, if you want to support us, sign up for Patreon account. I'll muchly appreciate, and obviously you'll see more behind the scenes and more content will be posted over there. But meanwhile, let's start to work on Alpina. I already applied the mastic and Gravitex on top. For some reason, I think it's because of maybe cheap mastic, maybe, I don't know. In some places, Gravitex reacted with the mastic and it basically pushed it from the metal surface, and literally many places you can scroll, like peel it off. At least it happened now than later, because can you imagine water sitting probably inside and just everything's gonna rust all over it again. So, well, feels like I'm cursed with this car. Look, it comes off that easy, so can you imagine what would happen after a while? And we basically spend more or less a day cleaning off whatever needed to clean off. It's not in every single place, because some of the places are really solid, everything nice and tight, but some of the places just peeled off like there was nothing. So, but the Bodyshop guy said, you know what, put everything back to, put all the body panels back together, and they're gonna deal with it over there. And maybe it's also something to do with the cold environment, because it's getting colder now. But that's why I wanna do everything in one go and send it to the body shop and they can deal with it. So first things first, let's put the doors on and strip the doors. Three doors on, one to go. Zero to go. So the goal now is strip the bare doors, but in the same time I want to check if any of the doors are, well, basically they are rust free, because these being resprayed and put it back is literally disgusting. And well, obviously they sprayed on top of the rubbers, because I completely bare doors. Even this rubber I'm gonna take it off, although it's not reusable. They're about 80 or 90 pounds each from BMW. Even the side rubbers, they're gonna be taken off. Like literally I need a bare door. Even this I'm considering to buy new. For example, at the front you can see it's really old and it just peels off, so that's gonna be replaced either. And yeah, so for example, I can see already this one, this door is probably gonna go to, well, it will 100% gonna go to bin. So I'll source another door, because you can see at the bottom there is a slight rust, so it's just been sprayed on top of the rubbish. No matter what you do, it's gonna come back, so this door goes to rubbish. Yeah, this seems to be much better. Well, it's 100% good door. Just gonna install this and strip this one instead of this one. I need to lower the window down so I can obviously take the window regulator out and all the trims is on the side. So this is the best and easiest way you can do. Oh, that goes up, so we need to switch the polarity, and then it's gonna go down. In theory, I think it's seized. Probably that'll be enough anyway. So I can access 2 bolts and take the window down. Come on, you. Oh, just go. Oh, nearly. And that's the glass out. So let's take this rubber out. Come on. Oh, nearly tripped. 3 screws there. And our first trim is off. I'll be installing high gloss trims all around, so I'm not bothered about these trims. Although these trims are faded, so probably needs respray. But all, as I said, these are clipped on. You take the handle out, locking mechanism, and that's pretty much done. And obviously rubber on that side. As I said, I'm not bothered about this trim, so I don't care if I damage it, because it's already damaged. So can you just guys imagine how much stuff I'll need to put back together? All these tiny insulations, tiny clips and bolts, you name it. All this needs to go back together. Tell me again about your projects being hard. You've done a couple of suspension job, maybe a bit of engine job, well, a bit of engine work, and your project is finished. I dare you to do something like that. Because coils and wheels doesn't count as a project. Yeah. Oh, this will be pain. Now you know what I'm talking about when it's only for one use. And like if you want to spray it properly, then obviously you need to take this rubber off. So there is no other chance, no other way. Well, that would be correct to say. And this, ladies and gentlemen, the door is stripped bare. A couple more tiny bits like these, and she's ready. Well, basically, whoever you're gonna spray, if it's the same color, yeah, that's fine. But if it's a different color, you have to take this rubber off. Otherwise, it's just not gonna look right. So I've started to strip the second door, and guess what I found out? Well, I thought the door is all solid and nice. I see it's been resprayed, but I thought it'll be alright. But then I see stuff like this for some reason, and that's it. Door goes to bin. And now we're gonna source another door. I found the door, but it's silver. But who cares, it's going to be resprayed anyway. Bit heavy, well managed.
she's finally ready to go to the body shop. Look, not a single panel is original. Like, I mean, original from the factory when it was born in Germany. So I had to replace. I started to strip that door, turns out it was rusty. Started to strip that door, turns out to be rusty. So only thing it has front and rear bumper, and I think passenger door. Even then, I don't think it's original from factory. This is the only door which was good. Now at least I have all doors literally without any rust. That's what I want. I've stripped them completely bare. As you can see, nothing inside, or like I even took the crash bar from the bumper. It's literally bare bumper. This one is not bare yet. Bare boots. As you can see, literally there's nothing whatsoever. So now we're gonna load it on the trailer, and she's ready to, well, we're gonna pull it, take it down to the body shop. So let's put it on the trailer and let's go.
I've been counting down the days to get out. I've been looking for a way from this town. And you're too far away to help me now. So I'm counting down the days to get out. 'Cause I need to learn to forget everything that drags me down. I need to forget everything inside me now.
So she's on. Strap it down and we can roll. Multicolored.
So finally on the way to the body shop, and guys, you can't believe how much I waited for this day, and I'll be such a happy bunny when it's done, like just spraying wise, because well, it's been probably like 10 months or so since I bought it, maybe a bit more. So when she gets sprayed, I'll be super excited. But to do the proper job, will probably take 2-3 months spraying it, because I'll tell the body shop, I'll make sure the primer sets down, like paint sets down, whatever needs respraying, just do proper job. Otherwise, I'm not accepting it, because this should be one-off example. So we are at the body shop. Now we can take that off and get it inside. Right guys, Alpina is finally at the body shop, and I can't wait to get it back. Freshly, nicely painted. That's probably going to take more or less 3-ish months, I reckon. In the meantime, I'm also going to go there once in a while when I have time, make sure everything is in tip-top condition, and also make sure there is no corners cut, because I told them I want tip-top condition, the car from factory. And if it needs my help, I'll do my best to help them out. But meanwhile, while she's at the body shop, we can focus on this bloody engine.
Right guys, as you see, we stripped the 5.4, and when I took the crank out, this is what happened. See any difference? Yeah, there is massive difference. This is actually from a, believe it or not, from M52 2.8. This is not even V12 crank. It's my own mistake. Well, it's a genuine mistake. I didn't notice. Well, didn't pay the attention basically. So as you can see, V12 crank is much bigger than this. So this is like completely random crank which shouldn't be even here. So The block is genuine. The block is actually from that car. That's 100% sure. 86.1 mil bore, where this is 85 mil. The conrods are exactly the same as well. The ones I bought from the guy. And the heads are exactly same as the standard 5.4. So currently I'm seeing this picture. Basically what happens is, yeah, the block is genuine, but rest of the stuff is not. And I rang the guy up, explained him, and well, he still haven't got back to me, but I really hope he got the crank, he got the genuine pistons whatsoever, and potentially heads, because the valve's supposed to be bigger as well. Still waiting on answer, still waiting, but my patience is slightly running out, because in the same time I thought, what else, what if in the worst case, what if there is no crank, what if there is no pistons whatsoever, there is nothing, I only got that scrap block, which is literally scrap. The boards are scratched, rusty, like that's it, it's gone. What's my options? First option is to buy the engine. Well, I rang the BMW Alpina up. They said the block, they quote, I'm still waiting for 5.7 quote, but they quoted me on 6 liter for some reason. The block was 4,000 something, crank is 3,500 something, and the pistons are, that's a 6 liter, 727 pound each. So that's comes more or less 18,000 plus obviously bearings, and literally you're talking about 20,000. And other option is I was speaking to my mate who works for basically he builds engines for Rodin cars. What potentially we could do, we can bore this to 86 mil, put aligners in, get the custom pistons basically, and then I can only buy the Alpina crank, which would be 3.5 grand, and that cost would be probably 1,500 to all line them up and get ready for rebuild. So plus obviously custom pistons, but either way it will be much cheaper than getting from directly from BMW Alpina, whatever. And other option is, fingers crossed, the guys actually have the crank or piston, because if not, if there is nothing, I'm taking the block, the whatever he gave me, I'm taking it back and getting my 500 quid back. And then we just basically trying see the options which we have. I genuinely don't know where I'll be able to spend more or less 20,000 on just engine. Maybe if it really comes to, I will, but I'll see if at least there is a twice cheaper options. But either way guys, the engine's gonna be fixed. The engine will be fixed. Is either gonna be upgraded or either gonna be still 5.7, but either way it goes, she will live, and there is no question asked. It's just a matter of time. I'm still gonna focus on chassis. There's loads of stuff to do, like I'll rebuild everything, and when it comes to the actual engine, I'll probably gonna, I don't know, maybe park it in a corner, but I'll do my best. I'll see what's my options. Basically, there is no way back. Thanks to you guys, obviously. I really appreciate all your support. And as I said, I'm just keep repeating myself, there is not going to be way back. But yeah, guys, so this is on question at the moment. So we're still looking options. This is scrap. These are skimmed, all fresh, nice heads. Maybe just sort the valves. Maybe in the same time pour the intakes. Where is it? Pour the intakes. that's what I'm trying to say. Maybe upgrade in the same time, but as I said, there is loads of questions. I'm still asking questions for myself, to be honest, because no one. I even rang the Sydney Alpina, local Alpina dealership, and they can't answer my questions because I've asked. Because when I was comparing these two blocks, I was asking, what did Alpina change exactly, and no one couldn't answer. Like, because there is mix and matched information online. So I was like, I need the direct answers, and they just could read the part numbers and that's it. So I was like, that's a bit of a waste of time, but is what it is. But I'm slowly getting more information what exactly was changed. And by the way, guys, for example, if I would modify this block and let's say we would to buy the crank or whatever, basically make it to 5.7. And regards to this, I even made my mate made this plate. So that's original serial number, D3 block, and my signature. How cool is that? And we would like slightly weld it there, and I'll look how cool would that look? Awesome, absolutely awesome. So thanks to my mate for doing this. This will probably go in the frame at the moment until the engine is actually done. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks again for your support. If you did, as I said, this drama gonna continue. I genuinely didn't want this to happen, but it is what it is, and we'll get there. Just patience, and we'll get there. As I said, I'm really confused myself which way to go. If there is any of you who can help me, maybe contact Alpina directly or whatever, tell my story, because I genuinely want that car back on the road. As soon as she's gonna come back from the body shop, I'll lock myself in that workshop and just gonna focus on rebuilding the rest of the stuff. And yeah, sign up for Patreon if you supporting the channel, support the project. As I said, there is many other projects to come, and all the rest of you guys who commented, left a positive feedback, I really appreciate. And I see you next time. Peace.
Full speed.